Ryan Callinan sitting number 12 on the rankings, up against Deivid, Silva, and Peterson, Crisanto. So a couple of Brazilians up against the Aussie. Ryan.
That's right, as we see one of our surfers up and riding.
Wow, Peterson just blasting into the air. Unable to ride out of that one in the flats. But I love what he is channeling. 27 years old in his rookie year on the championship tour.
Yeah, he's been putting together a great year, as we see Ryan.
So setting up on his backhand, drives into his first opening turn, waiting for another bit of open face. Second turn off the top. Unable to connect the finishing maneuver, but put some power in those first two.
Let's see how he handles himself here in France.
So split peak between Deivid and Ryan Callinan. Ryan on his forehand blasts the first turn, throws in a second one, finding a nice bully section through to the inside. And Ryan Callinan.
Love the way that Ryan just approached this left-hander. We're seeing it really bowl up, and he's utilizing that critical section of the wave, staying tight in that pocket. As we see Deivid on his backhand, really pauses for a moment there at the bottom to stay in that critical section of the wave. This wave unfortunately flattens out. He finds a bit of momentum through the inside section. You see he's got his eyes down the line though. He's really looking for more from this wave.
That split peak with Ryan Callinan and Peterson, Crisanto dropping in just that 1.0. Having a paddle here. Peterson utilizing priority. Great opening turn. Getting in that second turn, finding a little bit of a speed bump.
Get in the guts of that wave and really give it a go. As you see Peterson, this wave kind of shouldering off for him, but he finds that inside section. He negotiated that.
And then answering back. Deivid Silva, beautiful wrap back in the pocket. Driving into that second turn. Coming in right under the lip to connect for a fourth turn on the inside. So great exchange between the two.
That was a great wave. I especially love Deivid Silva. Look at the size of this wave too, bigger than anything we've seen so far. Wraps it around, bit of spray there. This turn, a lot of emphasis on that hook, a lot of spray. Bangs it off that white water.
And Ryan Callinan staying busy out the back. Nice little tail slide to start off with. Comes in with a strong finishing maneuver. So connecting two turns together. And your thoughts between last of Deivid Silva and Ryan's smaller left hand?
When you watch his maneuvers, you really get an idea of how much emphasis he was throwing into those turns. As you see the two-turn combo from Ryan. Not a bad backup wave from Ryan, so he's getting that momentum and that flow going. Love that negotiation to find that power pocket. And then again, straight into that maneuver. So Ryan's one of those guys, he's like a cat. You watch the way that he's just always...
I feel like feeling really good this year.
What about the support? You got about 10 friends over here, you got family. Sis Kelia just landed. What about the support you're getting?
Second wave as we take a look at his last.
Yeah, Deivid just hanging on that bottom, just waiting for this wave to really stand up. You can see how it shoulders off there, so you really don't want to get too far out on that open face. Want to stay in that critical section.
But Peterson Crisanto utilizing priority. Great first turn, right in the pocket. Throws in the air on the second, completes it. Throws in the variety.
Yeah, I love it. I want to see where this number goes because he had that first turn out the back and then threw in that little bit of innovation. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's watch this first turn. Solid. Throws the tail, goes for the reverse. Well executed wave. Watching this first maneuver right in the cup of that pocket. Make sure to come out of it with a lot of speed. Eyes off this section, so a quick transition through the two maneuvers. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
And Ryan on his backhand. Decent sized wave. Kind of closing down on him, but links together three powerful turns. Kicks out in the shallows. You can see Peterson Crisanto there raising his arm. He wants to know what that score is.
As it bends out and goes on to the low tide there, channel very distinct, but this is why we're at this part of the beach. It has these big scalloped cuts in the beach, and of course with that we get to surf at all different tides. We have that northwest wind blowing right now.
And I love it. Pete was just pointing out earlier, we are in that middle of that beach. We've got that broadcast truck, got a few tents for the athletes to hang out at, and it's really just a very comfortable zone that they've made in the middle of nowhere.
Deivid driving down the line, decides to kick out the back of that one. He's chasing a 6.01 to advance. So we see a little fishing boat go by in the background. Ryan Callinan having a paddle, utilizing priority, driving that high line to gain some speed on the start. Channels into the air, unable to connect out of it. And Peterson
with the big slob grab.
A massive bit of distance under his board. Great call on the slob grab, Rosie. Yeah, that point of difference so important when it comes down to the last few minutes of the heat. 5 minutes on the clock. Taking a look at this last of Peterson again.
So Peterson eyes out that one section, grabs with that front arm, so that's that slob, gets a lot of loft on that aerial maneuver. He's looking to improve on that 5.73, you know, a handful of opportunities that haven't gone your way. So how do you turn your season around?
Deivid Silva stalling to start and now gaining speed as he drives down the line. Channels a big air and lands clean. So some variety, some innovation being thrown at the end of this heat.
It's just that one maneuver option. You see him kind of stalling, waiting for this wave to really pick up a bit of speed. Eyes off that section, goes to the air. He does land it super clean, so there definitely is opportunity for him to move into a qualifying position in this heat. Gets a little loft. And I think the landing here is pretty important. The fact that he lands it clean.
Be so close. So we'll drop the highest and lowest scores from those 5 and take the average of the middle 3. Peterson Crisanto staying busy. Incomplete on that wave. And the buzzer has sounded, so not enough for Deivid Silva, but a great show to finish off on that 6.0. After the buzzer, that one, so that's not going to count. Peterson Crisanto advancing through, as well as Ryan Callinan and Deivid Silva into the elimination round. Wow, that was so tight on that final wave for Deivid Silva, but massive congratulations to Peterson and Ryan.